is going on? Phoenix61 here with your daily dose of World of Warships Legends. Today we are in the Cleveland. This is sort of your second row. I always forget the official names, right? But these are the other optional American cruiser line, right? And these are kind of a little bit more, whereas I feel like the original line, right? Those other cruisers are a little bit more on the like AP centric. At least that's kind of how I've played them and built them. Whereas this line of cruisers, I tend to focus a little bit more on, just like you can get a faster reload and fire spammy, right? Works a little bit better with these, and also firing from cover works a little bit better with these guys. The bullets tend to have a little bit better arch as well, right? But here we are broadside to the enemy as we try to get into position. So we're going to have to turn as quickly as possible and get ourselves angled and behind cover here. But this is kind of, a sweet spot. This is on this map, I see a lot of people hugging this little island here, right, as cruisers trying to get these shots off on enemies without being detected, and it's a good spot for us to, for the time being anyway. Tried to sneak one more in there. I thought maybe those rear turrets were still able to get that hit. But yeah, so we know that there's the destroyers in there, and we knew that they were within range. So we triggered our radar to pick them up. Even though we can't quite shoot them, right, it's worth doing that to give your allies at least the knowledge that those ships are there. We have a few seconds left here, so we might be able to hit this Akatsuki again. Not quite. And then plenty of smoke out there, so right, this will be a little bit better for us in this situation. We might not go spotted. We might be able to remain undetected here. But yeah, you're going to see me using HE shells quite a bit more with this ship than we do AP, right? If we're going to have those nice, juicy broadside angles, especially against like a cruiser or something, we'll use the AP appropriately, but most of the time I'm shooting HE with these guys. So we've kind of built into that a little bit here. Rear turrets get through? Nope. I do a lot of shooting this island, right? It definitely deserved it because it was in my way quite a bit. Akatsuki is coming back for more. Kind of not sure how he got picked up. We do have a destroyer close there. If he's got sonar or something, but either way, we're going to help with him. This is spray and pray, right? Strength in numbers, lots of bullets. The only good destroyer is a dead destroyer on the enemy team. We get an assist there, but that was, everyone was kind of doing their due diligence, right? Like going after the destroyer to try and get him off the board, because that's huge, right? See if we can dodge these torpedoes, and yes, we can because they died out. Got a Montpellier out there hiding behind islands. Kind of annoyed at this point, like why none of my team is in the cap trying to like pick it up. Of course, like I could back up and move into it, but then I wouldn't have a good, we've got such a good firing position here, so I'm going to take advantage of this for the time being. And then we do get spotted here. It's most likely the enemy cruiser that's capping the A cap. So we're going to check on him. We'll see if we can't help with this guy. This way we can, if we can, even just getting hits on him is going to keep that zone, right? Keep the A-cap zone out of their hands and get those resets on it, right? Get those defend banners. And then if we do get rid of him, then our detectability is going to be better, right? We're going to be able to hide behind cover a little bit easier without him over there. So it'll be perfect if this battleship on my team is keeping him spotted while we shoot. And we can see I'm keeping an eye on the minimap too. We've got a black coming in as well. We'll pick on him if we can. It's going to be a lucky shot if we get those hits since he's at range, right, with this ship. Oh, we got him. Take that action. Alright, and if we can back up, we can stay out of, remain unspotted here if we can. And get this Hampshire. Hopefully for the reset on the zone. And there it is, 3 defends. So at this point, we're just keeping that zone out of their hands. The defend banners, like all that action, right? We're playing the objectives, right? We're going to get more XP at the end of the match for that one, for this kind of stuff. And can we finish him off? Yes, we do. Get him with the fire. We've got a shores coming in as well.
Nice work. Good game, everyone.
Just keeping an eye on the Bismarck, where he's going to go.
I need intelligence data.
We've got plenty of health left here too, so at this point, like, we're getting kind of,
Teammate.
you know, it already feels like we're approaching like the end game, right? Because a lot of ships have gone down kind of early on here, right? We're only 6 minutes in, but we'll probably be, hunting down this destroyer is gonna probably end up coming down to us, right? Like, if you just kind of think about it, we're the radar cruiser, we got radar, we got sonar, we got the guns, right? So I'm gonna start moving towards the ACAP just with kind of that in mind. And then we'll pick on this Bismarck, especially since he's not looking at us for the time being. And it's also going to keep that zone out of their hands. See if we can trigger fire. I was hoping to be able to trigger like permanent fire on him and then go for this destroyer here. But my allies are, I think, 3-on-1 against that black over there at A, so might be able to just let that play out. And we get the fires on the Bismarck finally, but now the black is not spotted anymore. So we'll keep moving that way. We're the one with radar. If we get close enough, we can use our radar on the black. I'll keep picking on this Bismarck as we kind of kite away. Bismarck doesn't have the greatest main guns, right? So we can usually get, usually be pretty lucky by kind of ducking and weaving and kiting away and not taking too much damage from him. Yeah, straight up everything missed. We'll continue to rinse and repeat just between this, like the HE shells, the fires, and farming that Bismarck, right? We're up to over 100,000 damage. Was about to help with the black, and the Schonberg got him. So yeah, he's got the, Schonberg's probably got the sonar, doesn't he? So it's probably an easy fight there, plus the other cruiser and battleship here, I'm sure all shot at him at once. So we're up to 15 of these defend ribbons here. I'm very curious what this is going to look like for us on the XP front at the end of the game here. Another fire. Kind of feel bad at this point. It's not much you can do. We'll turn in, like, right, we're going broadside, but like I said, like that, Bismarck, he's got those, those 2 gun turrets, right? 2 in the front, 2 in the back, right? And so it's, he's only able to shoot 4 at us. And then they don't have the best accuracy, right? So, like, we didn't really have to worry about, but like where it could have been, some other battleships making that turn back around could be a little bit more risky, right? So we've got him on fire. Somebody else was shooting him too, so he's gone. So I already started picking on the Azulaine Montpellier. And we'll get some defend ribbons against him. We are getting, I don't know if I've ever had this many defends. Potentially, I don't know. I always go for it when it's available, right? So, but we're up to 21 now. There's fire. 133,000 damage. It's turned out to be a decent Cleveland game. I don't know, like, sometimes with, like, cruisers, I have a lot of games like this where, like, we do well scoreboard-wise, we play objectives, we kind of, take care of our flank, take care of our job, right? I don't know, you could probably argue I didn't take care of my flank since, it's the only one contested still with this cruiser, but, so sometimes it just, like, doesn't, sometimes cruiser play just doesn't seem exciting, right? And so, like, it's always a challenge to get, fun cruiser games out and put them on YouTube, right? So, but this is one that was like, all right, well, it's like semi-entertaining, but like we did, we kept 25 defend banners, right? Should be a high XP earning game, right? So we should, I'm gonna guess now probably top of the leaderboard, but just because of that, but right? But like you kind of gotta, think about but otherwise it was kind of a boring game, right? Like sometimes, and that happens quite a bit with cruiser play. Just kind of doing what you can. All right, we'll take a peek. And then I'll go through the build and commander and all that other fun stuff as well, like I typically do. I know I don't do it every time, but yeah. So yeah, 3400 XP, that's a great XP score. So that, yeah, easily put us at the top. Like I said, it's probably mostly because of those defend ribbons, right? Like that's just, you get a lot for playing objectives in general, right? And then 300 grand in silver. I'm desperate for silver these days as I unlock more regular tier 8 ships like we get here. Now we have the Seattle that I've got to save up for, right? Because you got to buy the ship, and then at tier 8, it's millions to put all the modules on them as well, right? So, but yeah, we'll go back in here. I think there were wind roses during the holiday event, right? This past year. So, but yeah, aiming system, propulsion mod. Those of you who watch my channel, this is my typical choices for cruisers a lot of times, right? And I went reload mod for the 4th slot there. And then Mary J. East River is just a Commander Geis. Who was this? William Tennant probably, or Norman Scott? Norman Scott. I always mix them up. Yeah. So we're using Norman Scott, right? So, and then this one for, Fornet, right? He's got more HE shell damage, right, across the board. It doesn't matter what, what ship type, and then you do for the other inspiration slot if you don't have that commander, right? But that was always that inspiration's like a good one for just HE shells in general, right? So I use it quite a bit. Then I do have punch through here just in case we do use, like AP shells, but you could probably pick either of these other options. I think would be a good idea, right? If you're using this commander for that row of ships, right? For these cruisers, I think if you're using, if you're going through the other line, right, where it's like Pensacola and stuff like that, you might build more into the AP shells, would make more sense, right? So that's why it's occasionally nice to have one of those paid commanders here and there, because then you can put one on one tech tree and one on the other tech tree, and then like customize them and build them out. Otherwise, it would be nice if by ship you were able to like custom load out each commander or whatever, but it doesn't quite let you do that. So, but thank you guys so much for watching my video all the way through. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I do appreciate that. We also occasionally live stream here and there, where we're kind of I have a little bit more relaxed play style when we live stream, right? I'm not always the smartest on live stream, so yeah. But we'll see you guys then, and yeah, if you're following, we'll see you tomorrow. Legends videos pretty much every day.